Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you are subscribed to all my other socials and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss a single video. Let's get into this one, shall we? What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here in South Carolina and my little girlie has been helping me work on my YouTube intros, but I have not shared like at all this entire time that I've been doing this 4-month journey, and I'm really excited to hop in here and share 17 days away from the finish line, and I'm ecstatic. I mean, I chose to give up male attention, but I ended up giving up such a small thing to find something so much more fulfilling, which was this beautiful, flourishing part of myself with so much more energy, so much more passion, so much more joy and fulfillment in life. I gave up and surrendered a little bit to God, and He rewarded me tenfold. After this journey, I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, why would I want to go back to how I was operating before? Not that it was necessarily bad, but the way that our culture treats dating, like you go out on dates and you get really invested and we write all these beautiful stories. I mean, I myself, I'm a love junkie, right? I'm a musician, I'm a storyteller, I'm an actor. I love. But we spend so much time investing in stories that don't fully exist yet, creating them in our mind and then getting married to them, so to speak, before people have actually had a chance to even prove to us who they are. And I feel like we actually waste so much time on those narratives instead of pouring into our own. And we're missing out on the most beautiful story that there is, the love story with ourselves and our higher power. So over this past 4 months, that's what I've done. I haven't been talking to guys. So every time I'm tempted to talk to a guy, I talk to the Lord, or I dive into my purpose. I dive into my craft. I dive into things that bring me fulfillment. And it's been life-changing. And the other thing is, it's like, I feel so much more equipped now to be in a relationship because for 4 solid months, I've been used to not having male validation. So I feel like if I go into a relationship now and my partner isn't giving me the validation I need, I can go back to this beautiful space I've been living in, which is peaceful and doesn't require someone else. I'm getting everything I need inward and upward. And it makes the idea of a relationship actually so much less scary because you can't get hurt. You can, you're always going to get hurt, but you can't really get hurt if you know you're always going to be secure in yourself and you're always going to have God. So I feel like so many of us these days especially are afraid to get into relationships like, well, what if they break my heart, or what if they cheat, or what if they blah, 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 blah. In the end of the day, if you go in a relationship knowing God's got me, in the end of the day, it's not as scary. If something does go wrong, God's got me. If something does go wrong, I'll go back to where I have been in this last 4 months, which is a very peaceful, lovely, joy-filled, calm, amazing place. So yeah, I think that I'm going to go into 17 days away, right? I want to make friendships. I want to build relationships. But I think the other thing is that we so quickly start talking to someone, right? You go on a couple dates and you start talking and acting like you're in a relationship when you don't know each other yet. My goal in the next coming months this next chapter that I'm going into is to be an example of people of how to properly date, which really means like being friends, like not really dating, just hanging out, getting to know people, hanging out in church groups, in friend groups, getting to really genuinely know people before you invest your heart. The Bible is so specific and it says, above all else, guard your heart. It is the wellspring of life. And I don't think we take that seriously enough. So I'm really excited for this next chapter. I'm just excited for life. Like so many doors have opened in the best way for business, and I'm excited to start making more music again. And I'm going to Greece right after this ends, actually. But I'm excited to continue pouring into myself and most importantly, my relationship with the Lord. I've been diving into the Word more. I've been diving into that relationship. I've been turning to Him, talking to Him, praying with Him, laughing with Him. And I'm just really excited to see what he continues to unveil as I stay in this posture of surrender. And I think that's the most important thing, is that we try to take control, right? We grab the steering wheel instead of just letting him move, because he has all the answers. And I will also say the most important thing, like, pray that prayer. If you're wondering if you should move forward with someone or something, anything, job, person, friendship, pray the prayer, Lord, if you do not want it, shut the door. And he will. He will make it so obvious. The people that are meant to be in your life will stay there. You will not have to beg them. You will not have to ask them to act right. They will stay there, and they will show up for you, and you will show up for them. And there's going to be problems. There's going to be issues, like, but in the end of the day, like, the people that are meant to be in your life will work to be in your life, and you'll work to be in theirs because you care about them. And if you're showing up and you're in a posture of surrender, and you're diving into your relationship with your higher power, the Lord, and you're diving into your relationship internally with yourself and learning to truly love yourself and love the body you're in, the space you're in, the chapter you're in your life. I mean, guys, there's no failing. There's no failing on this path if you learn to change the narrative to one where it's just sitting in gratitude. And I don't know, I've just watched doors and opportunities and peace flood my life. So if you haven't tried a 4-month challenge like this or something similar, I highly suggest you do. If you feel a little overwhelmed with dating and feel like it's sapping your energy, it probably is. It probably is time to take some space and time for you. This is the best decision I've ever made in my life, and I highly, highly recommend it. I started off well, I had some hiccups along the way, but I cut out talking to all men, not just guys I was dating, not just like, not that I was even dating a bunch of guys, but anyone interested in me, not just anyone interested in me, but like anyone, even friends. Like, I just didn't talk to men. I learned to really take time alone and getting everything I needed from myself. And at the end of the day, like, there's something about looking at your phone and knowing, like, no one's checking in. No one's going to see if you're okay. Not even a friend. They know better than to text you because it's been so long and they haven't gotten responses if they have. It's a beautiful thing knowing, like, yeah, I'm good right here alone in this beautiful silence with the birds and the wind and myself, and I have God, and I'm pouring into my Bible. Like, wherever you are on your journey, taking time for yourself, really, really isolating and being alone for a little bit. Isolation is not good forever. I'm ranting a bit, but taking some time to learn to be with yourself and the Lord, and then walking back into relationship with people, you approach relationships differently because you are much more in tune with what is good for you and what is people that are serving the Lord with their lives. You're much more in tune to that than rather than just being around people that are just noise, that are maybe fun lunches or dinners, or you're going on dates with people that don't really make sense. So I feel like this is something you have to weigh into, but again, I just can't say enough about how rewarding this experience has been. And, I kind of stopped dating a while ago, so I was a little more prepped going into this. Because if you're going on lots of dates and then stop, it might feel like an abrupt stop. But I recommend that no matter where you are in your life, you take a look at, like, your happiness tank. And how do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Are you excited for life? Are you feeling fulfilled by the relation and lifted up by the relationships, your friends and your people that you're dating or someone you're talking to? Are they really iron sharpens iron for you? Are they making you the best version of yourself? Because if they aren't, why? Why are you keeping them in your life? The people in your life, the energies you let into your life are the most important thing most important decisions you'll ever make. It doesn't matter how much money you make or where you live or what your job is or how, none of that matters in the end of the day if you're letting negative energies into your life or distracting energies. And I think that's something that we so often overlook, is that people will just be like, oh, well, I don't have anything bad per se. Like, I don't have people, I don't know, using drugs or abusing me or whatever, but they might just be noise. There might be a lot of noise. You might be going on a lot of dates with people that maybe aren't aligned with you. Maybe their values don't check out with yours. Why? Why stay busy? Why are you going on lunches and hanging out with friends and going to the movies and maybe going to parties or maybe going to dinner parties with people that don't bring substance into your life? Because the moment you sit back and get still and get quiet and surrender and be like, what do you have for me? Is the moment he'll start bringing people into your life that bring substance, that bring depth, that bring character, that people whose values align, and your life will get so much more full and so much more beautiful, and making decisions going forward, it will just get easier. It'll just become more obvious. So I don't know. I hope that this little bit and the bits of my journey that I share on social media will help other people to realize that if I did it, they can do it. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I will let you guys know how it goes once I'm done with my 4 months. Ciao.